Today we're at the Plumbing Industry Climate Action Centre looking at geothermal heat pumps. Here at the facility we have 3 demonstration systems. We have 2 water loop systems from Bosch and a copper loop refrigerant based system from Earthlinked. We'll be running through and giving you a bit of an overview as to how these systems work and what they do and why they're so efficient. Also at the facility here, at the Occupational Health and Training facility, we have 3 working copper loop Earthlinked systems, which we'll also be running through and giving you a look at. Here we have 2 Bosch water loop systems that are able to use 90 metre to 120 metre loops going down into the ground in high density polyethylene pipe, circulating water into the ground to pick up thermal differential between what the constant temperature of the ground is and what the ambient temperature at the surface may be. This is a water-to-water heat pump which allows us to circulate water down into the ground and back up to the heat pump, again exchanging that thermal differential with the water with the ambient temperature at the surface, and to provide heating or cooling effect into water that can be utilised in various applications within an office building, a domestic or residential application, or in fact even some industrial purposes. This system here is again a water loop system. This is a water to air heat pump. This allows us to exchange the thermal differential in the ground through water to come back up and then transfer that hot or cold energy that's been gained into air for air heating or cooling, again for residential or industrial or commercial applications. This is the water to air heat pump from Bosch, which allows us to demonstrate how we can generate reverse cycle heating and cooling using the constant temperature stored in the ground through a water loop system. We simply pump the water down into the ground through this loop. It will come back up, be circulated back up through this loop, and the temperature differential can be captured and transferred through a compressor and air handling unit to provide heating or cooling into a given space. These are the Bosch water loop systems, which can be used for commercial and industrial applications, as well as in some cases domestic purposes. There are several different ways we can harness temperature differential through water loop systems. In fact, some are what we call open loop systems, where we drill down into the ground with an injection bore and pump water down into the water table, and an extraction bore where we draw water back up and we use the thermal difference that's been captured by the water exchanging temperature differential into that aquifer or into that body of water, and these heat pumps can run on that basis. They can also be what we call pond loop systems, where we can simply use a high density polyethylene pipe system and slinky that up and put that in the bottom of a body of water and allow that body of water to enable us to transfer our energy into heating or cooling applications. And of course there's where we drill the holes into the ground, where typically for these water loop systems we would be drilling down between 90 to 120 metres in about 150 millimetre diameter borehole, and we would be putting down high density polyethylene pipe and running water, circulating water through that pipe work and capturing the thermal difference back at the surface at the heat pump to transfer into, in this case, water heating applications, to transfer this into hot or cold water heating or cooling, and for obviously air sourced heating and cooling also.